Imagine I almost didn't try this. Like an opportunity almost passed me by. So growing up, just like every other girl, I used to like I used to like girlish stuff, but I'm gonna draw my experience specifically to watching a lot of beauty pageants when I was growing up. There's this I used to like watching like Miss World, because Miss World Kenya. Whenever it used to air in my country, like it used to be aired at Citizen. I don't know if that it doesn't happen anymore. I think a lot has changed, but point is haungenikosa hapo year in year out. It used to air I think around hapo nini mwaka ikiisha December, to be precise, December, November, December, if I remember correctly, and I would watch those episodes religiously because I don't know if it's the glitz, the glam, the beauty, the costumes, the way these women were so beautiful and came and represented the country like the very best of the best, and always rooting to see where my country would be at the end. And we used to, in the few times I've watched, I think we've always made it to like top 10. And I would love to be alive to the days that Africa like number one. But yeah, that was me. I still watch it. Like it was so, I don't even know how to explain, but it was so exciting and invigorating. And you'd watch it and you'd imagine yourself in it. Like I think this is for me. This is like a similar experience to what men watch when they watch football. I guess this is probably what they see themselves as. They see themselves as those players. I saw myself as those women. But then now when the show is over and everything is it's all done, you come back to reality. I continued my schooling. I think around that time I was in like class five, four, five, six, seven. I watched it through those years. I think by the time I was in high school, nachana na hiyo mambo completely. Anyways, fast forward to today, and fast forward to this year, I got the opportunity to model for my church. Imagine. And I know this isn't Miss World, and I know for sure this isn't even like Miss County or anything, but I'm not going to not give praise where praise is due. Because do you know how much it takes to model? Because because watching, I used to be a watcher, I used to be an observer, I used to just watch and regard and look, and now nilikuwa kwa stage yenyewe, and it's so much work. Like even remove the aspect of just that day, the preparation that goes behind it, the mental fortitude. Let's first talk about like outfits peke yake, getting your outfits checked, custom making your designs. Kwanza you have to be very resourceful, especially when you don't have a lot of means. You have to, it literally pushes you to be very creative and resourceful. Having a support team, I can't even imagine how much it would take to even run for like Miss County, Miss Kenya, Miss, I don't know, Miss Africa, Miss World, Miss Universe. I don't even know the kind of supporting that entails, because even at my level, if I hadn't had the support I had, if I didn't have someone who knew makeup, who knew um how to, who would train me on how to walk, who would train me on what to expect, on how to turn and how to do this, would like just seeing that person walk and just, there's a lot of work that goes behind it. And I almost, and being in that like position, even at my granular level, really exposed a lot, and I'm glad I took advantage of that opportunity, because it reveals something, it reveals something to me most often than not. Yeah, tunafanyanga hizi vitu, we try new things, we try new things mentally, or you want to try new things, but then it doesn't, wanting to try, thinking of trying and actually doing, very different cases, very different scenarios. And I think what most of the time deters us and deterred me in the past was the fact that being a beginner at something sucks. I hate it. Kama sahi, Okay, leave the modeling aside, just like a side note, I'm doing data analytics. It's interesting because I'm at a place where I'm in my honeymoon stage, but I know there's so many things. There's going to be that place where you reach when I'll be at my thickest, and that whole process will remind me I am a beginner. Even with this modeling thing at like the granular level, I realized it's literally it's like a step. Like you've climbed one step, and now you've reached the pinnacle of that. There's another stair to climb, and another stair, and another stair, and another. Because now for me, I modeled at my church. I want it. And then I modeled at my parish. I want that. And then I went and modeled at like the whole deanery of my area region. I got second runners up. There's still a separate pageantry that I can do. That's another level, and another level, and another level, and another level, and another level. Like there's levels to this. Because there's levels to that. And I don't know. That whole process, whenever I reached like a new level, it made me realize there's so much. Like there's a lot of work to be uncovered because a new level unlocked showcased like the mental fortitude that I needed to have, the tons of preparation. You're meeting the very best of the best in those other field. It really exposes you to things that you're not good at, things that you should be good at, things that you need to train to be good at. And I think this literally applies to everything in life. Like it really sucks to be a beginner at stuff. Even in this case, I feel I am a beginner when it comes to certain levels, to certain people, because there are people who have been doing this for a very long time. I constantly feel like a beginner at many things that I keep on doing, and I'm supposed to have specialized and specified, but I want to explore. I want to do things. I want to know that which I'm good at. I want to live life. I think that's how basically, plainly simple I put it. I want to live life. And like this is just an this is literally like a message to you too. Like you need to say yes. Because if I hadn't said yes, I wouldn't have known that I'm actually good at this modeling thing. I didn't know, I wouldn't have known that even whatever it exposed that I need to train at, I need to do well, I would have done well. So say yes and see where it leads you. Say yes. You might find your fortune, you might find your luck in that thing.